Welcome to the Digital Certificates, Renewing Certificates, External Certificate Authority video. This video covers the renewal process for certificates signed by an external certificate authority. After this video, you will be able to understand what a certificate authority is and get a brief overview of an external certificate authority, and identifying when a certificate is about to expire and renewal instructions for all three mainframe security products. What is a certificate authority? At its most basic level, a certificate authority, commonly referred to as a CA, is an entity that issues and verifies digital certificates. In our Digital Certificate Overview course, we use the metaphor of a certificate similar to a credit or debit card. Continuing this metaphor, the CA is like the bank issuing the card. A bank is responsible for giving you a unique and valid card that stores can trust when you use the card to shop. Similarly, the CA takes on a similar responsibility with digital certificates. Companies can either act as their own CA or hire a third-party company, such as VeriSign or SecureNet, to handle the certificate signing process. One benefit of using a third-party or external CA to sign your certificates is that the CA's root certificates are typically already bundled in popular web browsers. This allows for easier certificate deployment. For the remainder of this course, we will be discussing certificates that have been signed by an external CA, as the renewal process differs from certificates signed by an internal CA. How do we know when certificates are about to expire? ACF2 and Top Secret come with a utility called the SAF-CR RPT certificate utility. The JCL for this utility can be found in the product's JCL library. Many parameters can be used to tailor the output of the report, and a link to a list of parameters and their descriptions will be included in the text file that is available for download for ACF2 and Top Secret. The only three parameters needed to see expiring certificates are Record ID, eDays, and Fields. Record ID specifies that we want to run this report for all certificates in the database. eDays 60 is a filter specifying that only certificates expiring within the next 60 days are displayed. You can customize this to be a range between 1 and 365. Fields expire will display the expiration date of the certificate. The link for the certificate utility will be provided in the ACF2 text file available for download. Here is a sample report output from the certificate utility. This shows the record IDs for the certificates about to expire and the expire dates for each certificate. It also shows whether the certificate is signed by any other certificates. The bottom of the certificate utility report includes a count of the different types of certificates listed in the report. The SAF-CR RPT certificate utility is only available for ACF2 and Top Secret. IBM RACF utilizes IBM Health Checker RACF checks. The RACF certification expiration check within IBM Health Checker allows RACF to identify all expired certificates and all certificates that will expire within the parameter days. Days can be between 0 and 366. Days 60 is the default for the days parameter if days is not specified. A link for the RACF certificate expiration will be provided in the IBM RACF text file available for download. Although the exact commands differ for each security product, the general renewal process for externally signed certificates is the same. The first step is to use a genrec command to create a certificate signing request, or CSR, for the expiring certificate. The CSR is then sent to the CA using the process defined by the CA. The CA will then renew the expiration date, sign the certificate, and return it along with the CertAuth signing chain of certificates. After receiving the signed certificate from the CA, it is then inserted using the same name as the original expiring certificate. This will replace the original certificate that was genrec'd, and the result will be the expiration date has changed. While not necessary for the renewal process, it is best practice to export the expiring certificate to a dataset before issuing the genrec command. This saves your certificate in the event something goes wrong in the renewal process and assures you have the original certificate on hand. You will need to export it in PKCS number 12 format to save not just the certificate and public key, but the private key as well. If your site does not implement ICSF, it is as simple as issuing an export command. However, if your site uses ICSF to maintain your private keys, there are freeware utilities out there, such as expire, that can assist with backing up your certificate and key pairs. For ACF2, here are the commands to renew an expiring certificate signed by an external CA, while maintaining the same private key for the certificate being renewed. The output from the check cert command will show you that the expiration date, labeled as not valid after, has changed. A link for the digital certificate support will be provided in the ACF2 text file available for download. For top secret, there is one way to renew an expiring certificate signed by an external CA, while maintaining the same private key for the certificate being renewed. Please note you will need to perform a TSS export command for the certificate before issuing the TSS check cert command. It is also important that the ACID used for the TSS genrec and TSS add are the same. If the certificate is added on the wrong ACID, the private key will be lost. The output from the TSS check cert command will show you that the expiration date, labeled as not after, has changed. Lastly, you cannot add a new certificate with the same DigiCert name. The implication is that the newly signed certificate will need to be re-added to any key rings that the original certificate was attached to, and the old certificate will need to be removed from the key rings. If you have a certificate that is attached to many key rings, this method may not be the most practical, and an alternate method is included in the top secret product documentation. A link for the additional parameters will be provided in the top secret text file available for download. For top secret, these are additional steps if maintaining the same DigiCert name as the old certificate is desired. Unfortunately, the certificate will still need to be re-added to any key rings the old one was attached to, as issuing the TSS remove command removes the certificate from any key rings it was attached to. A link for the top secret product documentation will be provided in the top secret text file available for download. For IBM RACF, here are the commands to renew an expiring certificate signed by an external CA, while maintaining the same private key for the certificate being renewed. The output from the RACF cert list command will show you that the expiration date, labeled as end date, has changed. A link for renewing an expiring certificate will be provided in the IBM RACF text file available for download. This video showed you how to understand what a certificate authority is, specifically an external certificate. Identify when a certificate is about to expire and renewal instructions for all three mainframe security products: ACF2, Top Secret, and IBM RACF. Thank you for watching this video of renewing certificates, external certificate authority.